It's the best deck in the room, not close.
It's barely Burrows. Actually, it's more Burrows than barely Burrows. It's like kind of Burrows.
Yeah.
It's not Burrows yet. It's kind of Burrows.
I like that he could activate Zekkar's Shrine turn it comes into play a couple times.
Yep.
That's to feel kind of good.
Zekkar's Shrine takes 4 land, right?
3.
3 land?
3 land.
You can play it using a flagstone here, play a Ghost Quarter, sacrifice Ghost Quarter, and target your own flagstones. Yeah, that's the only way, I think.
You can play a fetch land and Ghost Quarters another any land. That works out fine too.
So what turn were they in? 4?
Turn 4. Should be over soon.
But yeah, on type 2, like I tried them on a white tech, wasn't good. The Stoneforge Mystic, Behemoth Sledge, Basilisk Collar, Sigil Distinction.
Those are some bad equipment.
Well, you just play one of each, and your Stoneforge Mystic grabs it, and you play White Knighted, Knight of the White Orchid, and it had some cute interactions. If I was going to play the deck again, I'd play some White-Green Border Post, because I kept on having the White-Green Man land, I couldn't activate it because I didn't have green mana. So there's only 8 green mana in the deck.
You just need another White-Green...
Yeah, and plus you have Knight of the White Orchid, so the Border Post would be fine. You play like 14 basic, so it's not a problem. That deck wasn't good. I don't think Court Firewalker is the end-all for all the red decks, because I feel like you could have Punishing Fire, but Punishing Fire is pretty good against Court Firewalker, and
I think Court Firewalker is pretty good.
Like, Voldock and Outlander was in the format, and people still play red decks. Dragon Claw was in the format, and people still play red decks.
It's not the same.
But it is.
But they're together. Now they're together.
One Court Firewalker can, if it just sits there and not attack.
The problem is that Court Firewalker is the decks who play it, they're not attacking with it. It's a wall.
What if they play a second? Then what happens?
And I think if you want a 2-mana wall that gains light, I think Perimeter Captain is just better.
And we were playing both of those.
Which card?
Perimeter Captain is the real deal.
Yeah, that guy is definitely the real deal.
I should have had him instead of Death.
Really?
I didn't realize that they stack.
We talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, you should have done.
Because you were planning on playing Living End, and you're like, whatever, that doesn't work.
I just forgot about it.
I mean, Deathmark has a lot of other applications that Perimeter Captor kind of doesn't, so. You can kill, elves with your Deathmark, as opposed to Perimeter Captain, which doesn't kill elves.
Alright.
Basilisk Collar was actually tested really good for me. I liked it a lot.
It just changes your guy into a Nighthawk.
I mean, it's obviously insane with all the first strikers that white plays. And it's really hard to race. I mean...
Oh, there we go. Match is done.
Corey's walking around, so it must be done.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's walking around to find a judge so that he can go back and...
Can we get 5 more minutes and 1 more turn?
I think. He's talking to the head judge right now.
To the guy on the RS2 keeps on asking about, Esper. I feel if you play Esper, you should be playing 4 Lodestone Golems, but that guy is the real deal, too. I love Lodestone Golem. No. He continues to impress me. Because, especially if you have mana acceleration, if they're not doing something on turn 2, and you play your Lodestone Golem on turn 3 on the play, then they're not doing anything on turn 3 either, because they already had the opportunity, and if you followed up with another Lodestone Golem, you've already won the game.
And can he not be blocked by walls? Is he exactly
No,
Juggernaut?
He's not like Juggernaut, sadly.
He's 3
That
mana
would
for
have
a
been
5/3
so good.
If he had that ability, he would be so awesome, because Wall Denial and Perimeter Captain would be... That'd be sick. Super sick.
Should have just been Juggernaut Plus.
Super Juggernaut.
Because Juggernaut isn't good enough. Actually, I'd love a Juggernaut right now in Type 2.
I know at the pre-release, all the vintage players, that was the one card they were going after. Lodestone Golem. Of all the cards, that was only...
Because now the stack decks can actually play something that can attack and win the game instead of a bunch of do-nothing spells.
Plus, when you're playing Lodestone Golem, you're playing an aggro deck, so, you just attack with your guys, they're going to remove your guys, and you attack, and then you play Lodestone Golem for the second main phase, and it's so good. It's so good. I love it.
Take that, Jace.
Yeah. Take that Day of Judgment, Jace, whatever. I mean...
Oh, looks like pairings are going now.
Hey, Adam Yurchik is undefeated.
Yep.
Is he going to get second in another Grand Prix?
Hopefully not. Maybe.
Hopefully not.
mean, I hope he does well in this Grand Prix.
He may have to play Peter Brozick.
Are we gonna cover that match?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go check the cover.
What we get to cover.
I need a banana. Not the one with cheese. You can lick the cheese off.
That's Ben's that he
It's
got.
Ben's banana.
He was warning you about that cheese.
We're gonna go out after at the end of the day, right? I'm gonna credit card game real bad. My luck has to turn around real quick.
You just want to
we
game.
need to all go out so that we can credit card game again. I need redemption.
Yeah.
I need redemption from the credit card.
Rashad put in 3 credit cards in a
Yeah,
credit
that
card
was
game.
unreasonable. You really only ended up putting 2.
Yeah, I probably didn't need to put in 3. 2.
I think you're accepting. You accepted it real quickly, and so no one's gonna be like, no.
I mean, those still pretty good
Should
odds.
have paid for those guys. And, like,
Well, they paid me anyway. But still, I don't know. I'll just find another credit card game. For those of you who don't know what the credit card game is, we're not going to explain it.
The credit card game, it's very simple. Come on. Say 8 of you go out to eat, all right? For the bill, you put 8 credit cards in a hat, 1 for each of you, and whoever's credit card gets picked last, you take one out. That person doesn't have to pay. Then that person chooses another one at random, and the guy who's stuck at the end, he has to pay for it all.
And if you don't have a credit card, you could use your license or something.
Yeah. I mean, whatever works. I love it. I've only had to pay 1 out of 7 times, I think.
That's Tom Ross against Guillaume Wapatapa.
That's going to be ours. Tom Ross and Guillaume Wapatapa. If I only know how to spell Guillaume.
Yeah, it's a lot of silence. It's French.
I'm going to need paper. I guess I could just put Wapatapa. It takes up a lot of space. I don't know how to spell those names. Do you have paper for me?
It's on the sheet right there.
Now, Guillaume is running some white, blue, black control concoction with like Kitchen Finks and Cryptic Command and some others. And
I thought Guillaume was running teachings.
is he?
Yeah, I think he's running teachings.
I mean, it's white, blue, black. I mean, yeah.
It's teachings. I mean, does he ever play anything other than
Yeah,
teachings?
why would he ever play anything else?
Except when he's playing, what was his other deck? Always play. He played Heartbeat a lot, too.
Did he?
He did. Still play Heartbeat. It'd have to be the Wild Harvest Transmute version of Heartbeat. But Heartbeat it is.
I hated Heartbeat because, like, it's on their turn 3, and they're like, they go in the tank for like 4 minutes and do a bunch of math, and they just say go. And
Yeah, and then they can't win.
Yeah.
This guy just found Dark Steel Colossus. Pretty good. Pretty lucky.
Poor Waffle. He lost to like round 6, I think, to an elf player. And the elf player didn't even combo out. It was like elves and Pendlehaven. Poor Waffle. And the guy grinded through 2 Kitchen Finks. The guy just grinded through them with all these 1/1s in Pendlehaven. And all he drew was just lands and lands and lands.
I don't think we have the right future match at our table. I'm gonna go change that.
He even had a Kitchen Finks block, die, come back. And he Cryptic Commanded, bounced his own Kitchen Finks, drew a card, replayed it, still lost. It was so frustrating. His elf opponent had Sable Stags that he kept on running in to Kitchen Finks. I felt so bad. Like, if he would draw anything but a land, he would have won.
That's pretty embarrassing.
Who am I talking to? What's up with this guy? This guy is such a hater. I'm just ranting, but there's nothing else going on. You're gonna have silence.
We should just sit here until something happens.
Hung so low, we'd much rather that happen.
All right, well, we can watch some players shuffle. How about that?
Yeah, that's great.
A lot better, huh? You liking it now? Actually, I do like it. I like the way Guillaume Waffle shuffles.
See, it's unclear whether or not Reed thinks that you're his hero or Michael Jordan is.
Oh, right. I get that a lot.
You ever, go to the gym, check your initials, oh my goodness, Michael Jordan's here today.
Everyone says you never trust anybody with 2 first names. Well, I've got 3, Michael Aaron Jacobs, and you just know everyone to trust me to do anything. I'm a shady guy.
I heard that once.
I mean, I always wear a beanie